sun in the hizzle, all for shizzledism. We got an excellent show here today. Pop, 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 pop. Today, yeah. So y'all see the title? It says "Why the Mosh Pit?" Ab workout. Y'all know I'm in my 50s, about to be 51, about to be 51, and okay. So got a little delay here. That's interesting. Got a little delay, but that might help me out. That might help me out. Okay, so okay, so I have a real interesting. Got some feedback. Interesting feedback. Very interesting. So hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all. So I got some real interesting feedback here. I hope y'all can still hear me. Um, you know, what I've learned for my body type when it comes to workout, my upper body, which is your pecs, your arms, your shoulders, your back, workouts are easy. For my lower body, workouts are also easy. But when it comes to my core, to me it is the hardest because the exercises are very unorthodox exercises, meaning you have to be laying down or you have to do like push-ups or just like, exercises that are, uh, I guess you could say linear exercise or horizontal exercise. Basically, you have to, a lot of the exercises for your upper and lower body are more accessible than your core. Your core, that's why, my upper body's toned, my lower body's toned, but you got the Santa Claus going, because there's not too many workouts that I like to do that targets the core. However, there's a lot of times you got to lay on the ground and either do push-ups or spikes or what have you. Again, very unorthodox, um, very unorthodox exercises that you have to do. I'm not going to say unorthodox. I'm just saying that yeah, they're not as accessible as working your upper body and lower body. Now, that's where the mosh pit comes in. You know, my workouts that I like to do, I like to be standing or I like to be mostly standing. And so the mosh pit allows me to work out my core. And that's why I like to go to the mosh pits. And then I'll recommend this. Hold on. I mean, number sixes. Yeah. And this is why I like to go to the concerts. And if you are 50 years old, thank you, my age, well, no, you know what? I'm not going to even say 50 years old. If you're any age, if you're a male and you want to work out your core, what's going on? What's going on? Go to the mosh pits. Go to the mosh pits. That's my sound, by the way. I know I was getting feedback, so I had to turn my on my end all the way down because I'm hearing myself for some strange reason. Some strange reason. So, um, Oh shit! Damn, it's always a fucking. I bet you it's that damn one person. I bet you it's that one person. Let me see. Bet you it's that one person, bro. Oh no, that's a new person. Okay. Uh, hold on, y'all. One, two, three. Okay. Okay. So yeah, y'all. I know it's early in the morning, but I wanted to share with you guys how I get my core workouts. Now, it's not good because I can't do it all the time because I'll be waiting for a concert. But when the concert comes, going to the mosh pit, oh, my core gets worked out, man. I mean, it gets flat. Um, the Santa Claus disappears, man. If I can go to more shows, I can get my core workout, man, because the mosh pit, I mean, yeah, you're working out your legs, of course, but your core, because you got to keep your balance, it works all that. It works your abs really nice. It's a real nice workout. And because it's a core workout, the coordination when you're in the mosh pit, it's constantly moving. And much like a bicycle, your legs are, doing that motion and you're getting your core worked out. So I recommend y'all find a good band. Well, it's hard to say if you find a good band. When you find a good mosh pit, people are moshing anything nowadays, but um, I'll have a list of music of bands that you can go see. And when you go see these bands, the mosh pits are going to be good. They're going to be good, man. But yeah, again, more people go to these shows, you're going to see more men with flatter, more toned stomachs, Again, see, the thing is about working your core. Once you work it out, you have to stay up on it. You have to stay on it, man, because the core seems to go faster than any other body part. It goes faster than your arms, it goes faster than your legs, your biceps, triceps, your shoulders. All this stays intact more than your core. But again, because your core, like I said, you can take a day, you can walk up some stairs, and your lower body, your quads, your calves are worked out. Driving, you know, you keep your arms worked out, your pecs. I mean, it's easy to do push-ups, but I mean, even that's kind of a leaner exercise like sit-ups. But for some reason, the core, when your core stays more relaxed than your upper and your lower body. Like I said, your legs stay working out, and your arms pretty much stay working out. You know, hey, what's going on with Kelly? How's my mic, Kelly? How's my mic? How's my mic? God, I hope my mic is okay, sis, because I was having some issues. I was having some feedback going on too. Can you hear me, Kelly? Can you hear me, Kelly? Can you hear me? Hear me? Hear me? Shout out to Kelly. Shout out to Mo. Oh gosh, Kelly, I'm surprised you up, man. You did your show last night. I stayed up as long as I could, but the time difference, so I'm surprised to see you up, sis. Cause I went right at 11. I went to bed, so I think it was 10 o'clock my time, and then once, and you were. It was funny, Kelly. You're good. Okay. You know, Kelly was talking about Kelly. I got to talk to you, Kelly. I was not saying that R&B is all you listen to. I was not saying that. I was saying that R&B. You can tell. I was just saying that that R&B. All I was saying was R&B is designed for women. That's all I was saying. I was not saying that that's all you listen to. No. I know that you listen to multitudes of music. I mean, we from the same generation, so I already know. You were you part of the MTV generation, so I know that you listen to a multitude of music. Even before music was divided like it is now, a lot of the music was all during, I want to say during the 70s and 80s, a lot of the music was compacted on radio stations. I remember listening to Run DMC and then Malcolm McLaren and then the Sex Pistols and Ramones before they started categorizing the music. I remember in the 80s, the early 80s, man, a lot of that stuff they would play together. So it wasn't unusual to see, I know, African Bombata with Sex Pistols. It was not unusual. In fact, African Bombata and Sex Pistols did a video together, but that's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother video. Why does dude just pull out and come on, dude? Come on, man. What are y'all doing this morning? Okay. Shout out to Angel, man. Shout out to Angel. Shout out to Kelly Ray. I was joking too. Oh, okay. Kelly, no. I know you were joking. I was just saying that R&B is designed for y'all. No matter how many types of genres of music you listen to, R&B, they have women in mind. It is what it is. Um, it is what it is. They that's what they marketing. They're marketing women, and music is you got to understand the industry looks at it as and these A&Rs, they look at it as how much money can we make and who can we market. And so they get the artists to sing about certain topics and that will appeal to women. So that's all I was saying. But no. I mean, I know you listen to different. I mean, hell, we talked about Stevie Nicks and we talked about well, Kiss, and we talked about different groups. But no, I mean, I know you had some classic rock on your on, that you were listening to. I think you're talking about Led Zeppelin or Pink Floyd. But yeah, I say that to say this is that we all, especially my generation, I don't know, and I say my generation because music not only is it geared towards gender, but it's geared towards a generation too. Like people that listen to new R&B, new rap, and new country, that's a generational thing. Like I don't listen to new rap, I don't listen to new country, I don't listen to new rock and roll. I like old rock and roll, old hip hop, and old rock and roll, old hip hop, and old so it's a generational thing with me. It's the generational music. Now, one might argue and say, well, Black Sun, the heavy metal you listen to is not generational. Yeah, it is. It so the black metal, death metal, heavy metal, it's you know what? I guess it's kind of weird because I'm talking about generational music, like obviously hip hop. In my generation, and hip hop now is not the same. It's not the same. Bluegrass. Well, bluegrass, they don't even play bluegrass no more. So let's say country western. Um, Country western is it still kind of has its platform. Heavy metal still has a platform, but like pop and hip hop, it's totally it's a whole different genre of music. It's just a whole different genre of music. So let's see. She said, I think YouTube blocked my video anyway, so it's silly. Were you okay, Kelly? Were you playing the music? Because they should have no reason to block your video unless you're playing music. So I know you're about to monetize, Kelly, and it's hard because a lot of people, before they get monetized, they're used to playing music in their background and playing music and all that. When you get monetized, it's a whole different level. So now you have to get un, you have to get you have to get uncopyrighted music. That's number one, and royalty-free uncopyrighted music. So you're gonna have to gear towards more underground, unsigned music. All this mainstream music, you're gonna have to cut out because YouTube is very, 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 very sensitive, and they're very, very. They don't know. So um, me, I have a catalog of like. Now that's what I love about heavy metal. There's so many underground bands that you know that live and die by being unsigned. So I can have music for days. However, when you're listening to more, see, certain genres are just mainstream. Like hip hop is just a mainstream genre. There's nothing underground about hip hop. Pop obviously is a mainstream genre. So I guess that's what I like about heavy metal or black metal is that there's still some unsigned bands out there. So it still um, has that hardcore edge to it. Um, but any R&B is mainstream. There's no such thing as underground R&B. R&B artists do their music to make money. Now, not saying that the heavy metal bands don't want to make money, but what I'm saying is that there's a certain whether they get signed or not, they're playing their music. So R&B, no, R&B artists, if they're not selling their music, they're not gonna keep at it. But I say that to say this. Let's see. Let's see, what does Angel say? Angel says, I was influenced by music on the television. It was Elvis and the Beatles. Yep, 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 yep. Even though we was James Brown. Yep, yep, James Brown. Yep. So Kelly says, I'm going to get someone to do an intro for me. Okay. Monetizing doesn't really mean much to me. I might not even apply. They demonetized my boy John Davis yesterday. He doesn't even really curse. Oh, okay, okay. So, yeah, 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 yeah. Well, damn, I guess I ain't got no chance in hell because I cuss all the damn time. Wow, okay. So they demonetize people for cursing now. Uh, I guess I won't be making no money on YouTube because, hey, I'm a truck driver. So, hey, when you driving truck, man or woman, Christian, Muslim, I don't care what you are, you're gonna curse. The way these people be driving, you're gonna curse. So, cussing is part of truck driving. You cannot be a truck driver and not cuss because, oh gosh, these people make you cuss. So, I guess I won't be monetized then, Kelly. I guess I won't be monetized. Damn, because I'm off suspension tomorrow. My suspension is up tomorrow, but you're saying that damn they're cracking down on cussing? Wow. Okay. Well, I can hang that damn hat up there and get monetized by YouTube. Shit. Are you talking about Creative Commons or oh, driving trucks do make you cuss? People do stupid things that could get folks killed. That is true, Angel. That is true. You know, and so um, that's why, yeah, if YouTube is not monetizing people who cuss, then they're cutting out. They're cutting out. Whoa, they're cutting out a lot of people. Um, Again, I guess YouTube. I don't know if YouTube is going to turn into a kitty channel because there's a lot of adults on YouTube and a lot of adults have adult content, and I don't understand how. You know, I mean, it's not like we're damn having sex on video. That's different. But I mean, cussing. I don't think. You know, I don't think they should be demonetized. But hey, it's their platform. Hey, but I'm just like, wow. YouTube, y'all heard it. Y'all gonna hurt yourselves on that. Y'all gonna hurt yourselves on that because basically it ain't gonna be nothing but kids watching YouTube. Kids watching YouTube and watch kids watching people play video games. I guess that's what YouTube's gonna come down to. I guess like a Twitch because you know the majority of adults curse. So I don't get it. I don't get it. And it's funny because the kids are not going to buy the products. It's the adults that are going to buy the products. And so the adults are going to want to relate to other adults. You know, I mean, I'm sure as you guys are adults don't want to watch me play video games. So the people at YouTube are not making no sense. The people at YouTube are not making no sense. Like work that shit out to where, let's see. Oh my gosh, doesn't surprise me. My dad was a truck driver and he didn't cuss, but I get it. I cuss a lot too. Damn, wait. Angel, your dad was a truck driver and he didn't curse? Well, we living in a different age though, Angel. You know, we got more people on the road and we got more foreigners. We got more Ethiopians, Somalians. You know, Ethiopians and Somalians can't drive worth a fucking damn. So yeah, they make me curse out here in Atlanta. So I don't know. You got these Muslim drivers. When I say Muslim, okay, so most Muslim countries they don't let women drive. So when they come over here, they start driving. Muslim women can't drive because traditionally they don't drive in their countries. So that's not a. I mean, that's only sexist because they come from sexist countries. So they get their freedom. Oh shit. And learn how to drive. Oh shit. Hold on. Oh, I downshifted. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. I had to downshift because he didn't. Okay. So anywho, yeah, they come from countries like I said. In Atlanta, the worst drivers I've always seen, just being my experience, are Somalians and Ethiopians. Worst damn drivers ever that I see on a constant basis. On a constant basis. I see this on a constant basis. So no, it's not a stereotype, it's something that I witness on a constant everyday basis. So shout out to Kelly, shout out to Angel, stuff up seven. So my dad was a truck driver. Oh shit, we got all these damn truck drivers. So okay, Kelly Ray, dad, and Angel's dad was truck drivers. Okay. And see, that's why we need platforms because there's a lot of truck drivers on YouTube. There's a lot of truck drivers on YouTube. Now, the laws are different in each state because I know I got people, they be all, oh, Vincent, you're driving. And like, calm down. As long as I got the hands free, we good in Georgia, but apparently it's not good in every state. So I have to kind of educate people. Well, abide by the laws of your states. If you can't do it in your state, like I think a guy in Detroit said, "Oh, I can't. Why are you driving?" And I'm just like, "Dude, what state are you in?" Okay, so Shout out to the truck drivers in different states. So, yeah, but again, YouTube is going to have to remedy. They're going to have to work that out to where um, they're going to have to work that out to where they, if you know, you got truck drivers. For the most part, we don't need YouTube's money, but if YouTube wants to advertise on a channel that's popular, because truck drivers are going, they're, you know, we're going to get popular. We are going to get popular, especially Arena Uncensored. We're gonna be dealing with a lot of issues, and especially now that it's just me, and now it's just me holding it down for the arena. I'm going to be talking about a lot of stuff here on the arena, from politics, as y'all know, to music, to um, little fitness. Like I said, this is kind of a music fitness video. Um, Again, you know, mosh pits are good for the core, are good for the core workout. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're into working out your core, I would suggest the mosh pit, because every time I go into the mosh pit, man, I get the ironing board abs. You know, not right now. Now wait, you know, now I got the Santa Claus right now. I got the Santa Claus right now, but trust me, in the summer y'all gonna see. I'm gonna wear this now, and y'all gonna see it's gonna get flat. I'm gonna flatten it out once I start going to more of these concerts, man. Because like I said, that mosh pit, and then I'm gonna buy a bicycle too. So I'm gonna for the times there ain't no concert, I'm a bicycle. I'm gonna say Georgia is definitely, well, Atlanta, Georgia is definitely a bicycle friendly city. You got groups and groups of people bicycling, so I'm gonna have to get one of those cameras and take y'all cycling with me. Take y'all cycling with me on one side. But I do want to wait for the pollen to go down, because I don't want to be inhaling pollen. So I want to kind of wait for pollen season, and then I want to start biking, start cycling. You know, because like I said, I got to get my core down, because don't like having the Santa Claus. Don't like having the Santa Claus, y'all. Let's see what Kelly says. Black son, you're a local driver though, right? Yes, yes, I'm a local driver. Yeah, local. Local. I can't do the over the road. I mean, I can, but I a lot mentally going over the road and living over the road, that wears them down. I'm one of them people. I gotta be home at night, you know. Um, I gotta be home at night, because socially it kind of it makes you, ooh, let's just say it wears you down socially. Um, it turns you into almost a damn hermit when you're over the road like that, you know. And your charisma, it plays a very significant role on your charisma. So yeah, man, I gotta, yeah, I'm like I said, I'm local. Yeah, I'm all local. I'm all local, sis, because yeah, that over the road. Uh, Mentally, I'm not built for going over the road long periods of time. I got to keep it local. So, but yeah, they both pays good. I mean, if you local or long distance, both of them you can make a lot of money. However, um, I don't recommend. Now, if you're like I said, it's just, over the road is just, I'm not gonna say I don't recommend, because some people can do over the road. Over the road, like I said, it's just oh shit, come on. It's just, how bad do you need the money? Or how much money do you want to make? Like me, I make enough money locally to where I don't have to go over the road, if that makes any sense. Because again, um, over the road is a commitment. It is a long term commitment, and I'd rather be committed in the city and go home every night. I don't know. But no, man. But shout out to all my truck drivers, man. Shout out to the truck drivers out there, man. Over the road and local. I mean, either way, man. I recommend it for. I tell my sons, I tell my stepsons, I tell hell, if it came down to it, I would tell my daughters, hell, drive truck. You know, especially in this Biden economy, man. This Biden economy is so terrible. You got most young people now, who I know right now, my sons and my stepsons, right now, everybody's doing Uber. Everybody's doing Uber. And my thing is this, if you're going to do Uber, drive truck because on Uber, you're wearing down your vehicle. You're wearing and tearing on your vehicle. Now, yeah, I'm wearing and tearing down my truck, but this is what it's designed for. You know, your car, your personal car is not designed for constant wear and tear. Now, the trucks are designed for that. Trucks are designed for long haul endurance, back and forth, all that. That's what trucks are designed for. Your regular vehicle, your car is not designed for that. And that's why a lot of people they start doing the Uber, the the Uber, the Ubers and all that stuff, and they wear down their car. And you got to understand when you do that kind of job, you got to set aside money for maintenance, repair, tires, oil changes. It's constant upkeep. So um, unless you got multiple cars, and even then, I still wouldn't recommend it because you can just become a truck driver. You could be a truck driver. And then if you don't own your own truck, you could drive somebody else's truck. But what I'm saying is that those trucks are designed for that. That's what they're designed for. Your regular car is not designed for that. So, shout out to all my people because I know Kelly does it, who do it. My son does it. But in the long term, you want to, I mean, if you're going to do that, you might as well be a truck driver. That goes for you too, Kelly. You might as well be a truck driver. If you're going to drive somebody else's vehicle. Don't wear down your vehicle. I don't recommend nobody, and I hope my sons are watching. I tell them, man, stop wearing down your vehicle as an occupation. If you're going to be driving, drive a truck. If you're going to be driving, drive a truck. You're going to make more money, and it just makes more sense. You know, so yeah, that's where I'm at with that, man. So yeah, but a lot of young people are driving Ubers and driving. It's yeah. So Kelly says we need to buy all an island. She said buy an island. What is Kelly talking about? Hold on, Kelly. Oh shit, Kelly don't shit. You just said a lot. Hold on, let me see what Kelly says. Kelly says, so I said my dad was a truck driver and didn't make finance getting versus upkeeping. My dad was a staunch Christian Catholic. I was never a better man. Okay, okay. Black son, you're a local driver, right? Yes, I'm a local driver. I read that already. Um, it's a school for it. 2-year degree. Okay, I make for work, home. I want to move up. Wisconsin. Okay, okay, okay. So Kelly want to get a house up in Wisconsin. Okay, Kelly. Yeah, yeah. Well, you and Mo, Y'all can do that easily, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. I think it's easier for couples to maneuver in this economy than single people. This economy is not really designed for single people. It really is not. So as a couple, you guys can maneuver, because it's designed for couples, Um, this economy, whether it be Trump or whether it be Biden, you're going to need combined incomes. That's even with Trump's good economy, it's still designed for two people. You know, um, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, as a couple, you might be able to work a little bit less under Trump because the dollar goes further. It went further. When I say when it went further with Trump, it really went further with Trump. So my spending power does not go that far with Biden. Yeah, Biden has stymied, has stumbled the spending power of the working class. Man, he was really stifling the power. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. She said the medical rides pay about 75 a year. Okay. Um, it better own the company and contract through your state. Okay, so contract through the state. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, okay. If I'm going to drive, I stood the Uber. Yeah, the Uber. Yeah, like I said, Kelly. The only thing about the Uber is that the Uber wears and tears on your vehicle. That's the only bad part about Uber. So yeah, you know, it's better to get a driving job that if you're going to do that, drive either a company vehicle or drive, like I said, just drive a truck because your car is really designed for A/B commuting. It's not really designed for constant back and forth. You know, um, when you constant back and forth, you just gotta, like I said, you gotta take a portion of your income and put it back into the car because the constant back and forth on your personal vehicle, the more miles you put on it, the more likely you have to replace something, an alternator, a belt, or tires. Car might overheat. Radiator. Something because, like I said, it's strenuous running on the car. So yeah, wear and tear. So it's just wear and tear. So you just have to keep that in mind. Um, just got to keep that in mind. So yeah, um, you know, I know but we live in an age, where we got the ride share and all that. Where, and it's funny because I have a friend that used to do taxi. I think he still does taxi. He moved up to Chicago though. Shout out to Chief Kamara. Um, when the Uber ride shares came out, a lot of the taxi people, um, it kind of cut into their living, and when it did that, a lot of taxi drivers were upset. But again, it's better to be a taxi driver because you're using somebody else's vehicle and you're using, like I said, taxis are designed for the back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of those taxis are similar to police cars. Police cars, the Crown Victoria and the Chevy Caprices and I want to say the Dodge Demons. Those cars are designed for that rigorous like transport. Like I said, police patrol cars, taxis, police patrol car taxis. those type of, cars are designed for that strenuous back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Um, like you said, your average Toyotas, your Acuras, your Hondas, your Mercedes, those, look at this dude. Those are more designed for, what the hell is he doing? Oh, wow, what the hell? Okay. They're designed for a commute, from your job to go to work or your job to go to the store. That's what it's really designed for. But you're constantly running, 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 running. It's really not designed for that. People do it anyway, and I get it, but like I said, it's just a wear and tear thing. So yeah, shout out to Kelly Ray. She said I drove taxi for a while, but the money wasn't consistent enough. Yeah, I can see that, Kelly. I can see that. Um, I don't know the population in Wisconsin, but yeah, taxis are more like your flooded cities like New York, um, DC. Um, yeah, taxis. I don't know, man. Taxis are fun. It's a funny business because in the South, we're not really relying on taxis because people have their own vehicles. But I guess when you go like to New York or certain cities up north, I guess taxis more prevalent. But in the Midwest, I don't. I'm thinking the Midwest is probably a lot like the West Coast and the South. It's not really lucrative like that. But taxis aren't really because everybody has their own car. But see, in New York, traffic is so compacted where taxis are more. I don't know. I guess it's just. I guess yeah. It was just. It just depends on what city you live in. I think yeah. I don't think Wisconsin is a taxi friendly city. But again, when you're living in this economy, I don't think. See, when you're living in this economy, it's best really to have your own vehicle because the transit and the timing it's just, man. When it comes to transportation, it's just, ooh, I get stressed about thinking about it, man, because certain people have to be at certain jobs and certain areas don't have commutes at certain times because you got a lot of people that work second shift, a lot of people that work midnight shift, third shift, and buses don't run. So a lot of times in this economy, some people need two incomes, and in order for you to have two incomes, you have to be able to get to work. And so yeah, it's ooh, and if everybody is working during the daytime, then that means you have more jobs available at night, but you ain't got no transport at night. So therefore, you need your own vehicle so you can be more flexible. Number one, with your own schedule, and number two, a lot of jobs want you to move around. Like if you have a job, say for instance, you work in a certain county or city, and sometimes they need help at another one. And now, well, can you want to get some extra hours? They'll try to cut your hours at one place and then try to get you over. They play games in these corporations. So um, to be able to be flexible with that, you got to have a car. But a lot of these companies will take advantage of you too. Because I remember I used to work for Just Brakes, and I was a mechanic. And because I had a car, uh, the company would try to cut my hours to try to send me to another place. They would play those kind of games. And, you know, I was just like, yeah, what up, Joker? What up, Joker? Joker in the house. Hoorah, 3%. Hoorah. What up, everyone? What up, Joker? Yeah, Toyota. So I got a Toyota truck, Kelly. She's Toyota's made for travel. Prius is a good choice, even in snow. Okay, made forever if you keep up the maintenance. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. The maintenance, you know, I guess what I'm saying, Kelly, is a lot of people are getting these jobs, like my son, like my damn stepsons, and they're not considering the maintenance. They think they don't. I'm just going to drive on a job and make money. Like, no, now your car's breaking down, and now you're in a pickle. So yeah, yeah. Maintenance is more constant. Maintenance is more constant. So you're putting more miles, so you got to constantly get the oil change, get the uh, constantly change the oil, constantly change the coolant, constantly, you know, change the damn wires, spark plug wires, and all that because you're constantly putting miles and miles and miles. So yeah, if you can keep up with that, but again, a portion of your income is going to go towards that because you're constantly going in for your car and having, the maintenance done. So that's why I was saying you have to keep that in mind when making money that you got to set aside for the maintenance because the maintenance is constant because putting miles you're constantly putting miles on the vehicle. Therefore, um, what I'm saying is a lot of these young drivers are not considering that. So um, again, that's why I suggest working for a company or getting your own truck. Well, because they'll take care of that for you. But if you're not in the state of mind where you're not constantly upkeeping your car, that can cost you. That can cost you. So yeah, you want to constantly keep up the maintenance because, especially if that's your only source of income and your car go down, you're in trouble. Especially if that's your only, not only your only source of income, but only transportation. Yeah, that can be a sticky, icky situation. That can be a sticky, icky situation. So, yeah. Now, I would definitely suggest having two vehicles if you can. Having two vehicles, like me, I have two vehicles. I have a hoopty and I have my truck. I just got my hoopty out the shop yesterday. I had to get was it shocks, struts, motor mounts, on CV axles, and all those parts that I had replaced are older than older than all my kids. Let's just say that. So, but again, I don't constantly drive the hoopty. The hoopty is a backup for when. So I always have two vehicles. One vehicle break down, hop in the other one, put the other one in the shop, rotate them. You know what I'm saying? So now I got two vehicles. So just keep it going. So you got to keep it going, especially here in Georgia because the transportation, the public transportation is horrible. Most, I want to say most cities, the public transportation is horrible. Like I said again, if you're trying to work a job, second shift, third shift, it's bad. It's really bad. So um, it's just a whole bunch of stuff to consider, man. Like I said, I'm sorry, I did got pollen. Um, let's see, Joker. Good morning, Kelly. Know how to work on them is another thing. Yeah, yeah, true. I used to be a mechanic, Joker. I used to be a mechanic, man, and it's funny because the guy who works on my car now, I taught him how to work on cars. Well, somewhat, yeah. I taught him how to work on cars, and he got better at it. Just like I taught him English. I taught him how to speak English, man, and his English is whew, the better his English got, the worse my Spanish got. So when he didn't speak no English, my Spanish was just like thorough. Like I was just remembering stuff, and then he started learning English, and then my Spanish started getting terrible, man. Shout out to Christopher Gonzalez, man. But yeah, he is one of the best mechanics in Georgia. I trust him with my car. So, and then he's fair with the prices. I guess because he knows me. So Kelly said, I need to buy a new car for real, for real. I don't know how I'm going to pull it off, but I'll do it. My son wants to go into welding, so I'm helping him figure that out first. Yeah, welding is good. Is he at Kelly? Is he going to a community college? Either at the community college or something. But I think yeah, they train him like in like 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, and then he can get certified within weeks. So yeah, he can get certified in weeks. So yeah, welding. You know what he should do is underwater welding. That is what your son wants to do. Get him to do underwater welding. That he will make some stupid money. Underwater welders make stupid money. They underwater welding is like real good money. Real good money. So if he did your son know how to swim, Kelly? Because if he could do underwater welding, that'll be the lick right there, sis. That'll be the lick, man. Wellness Wednesday. There is a welding school program. I forget what it's called. Yeah, Joker. Oh, Joker. What state? Oh no, yeah, Joker's in Tennessee. Yes, right. Yeah. There's welding schools all over the U.S. I think. It's been so. I'm 50 years old now, so I don't know what's still out there, what's changed, but they should have a welding school because usually, welding schools are like trucking schools. They're you just got to look for them. They're out there, but I believe there's at least three, four, five welding schools in each state. It should be. Don't quote me on that, but it should be. But welding is a very well needed profession, especially underwater welding. Underwater welding, man. Whew. So I think the training course for underwater welding takes a little bit longer to get certified, but it's worth it. So Kelly, yeah, get your son to do underwater welding and focus on get him to do that because that'll definitely pay off. That'll definitely pay off. Joker said, I am going to school for my gunsmith license. Okay, okay. Oh shit. I know a guy in Texas. He makes bullets. He makes bullets. So yeah, gunsmith license. Yeah, that should be good right there. Yeah, that should be real good. Gunsmith license, man. Especially when you know how to break down the guns. You know, um, because yeah, you got a lot of patience to break it down. So yeah, when you have jobs like that, they pay very well because a lot of people don't have the patience. Because when I just gotta clean my guns, man, it's like, oh gosh, it's like, oh my gosh, I gotta damn take this thing down and reassemble it and then line it back. Oh gosh, it's just like, oh my god, I dread cleaning my guns, man. I just be like, oh shit, I gotta do this again. So yeah, it's so when you're assembling the guns like that, it's well needed, especially during wartime. Yeah, you might make buku bucks with that joker because this fool Biden is trying to take us into war. And even though I think um, Biden's going to get voted out of office, Trump, not saying Trump won't be able to clean up the mess, but I think there's going to be some shots fired before Trump gets into office, before Trump can sit down with these other world leaders and calm shit down. You'll make a lot of money. So yeah, because Biden's not in charge anyway. It's somebody else. The military industrial complex behind Biden, they want to go to war. They want to make money and go to war. So yeah, in that sense, it would work out for you, Joker, um, because the military industrial complex controls Biden. They can't control Trump because Trump is a natural businessman. And so Trump would rather talk things through. Trump is a talker. Trump is a talker. So, when he gets with these world leaders, he can talk them down. Man, Trump is a natural salesman. So he could talk any of these goddamn world leaders down. I don't care what's going on in Israel, Gaza, Ukraine, Russia. Trump is going to talk them down. He just has that charisma about him. But, the military, that's why they're trying to lock up Trump, because they don't want Trump. They want to go to war. They want to go to war, and the military industrial complex makes money off of the wars. They make more money off the wars. And so, yeah, that's why they want to keep Biden in place, and they're willing to cheat and do whatever and try to lock up Trump because they want to go to war, because Trump is not a warmonger. I don't care what y'all say about politics. Now I get what y'all say about politicians, Democrats and Republicans. Trump, read my lips, y'all. Trump is not a warmonger. It's just not in him. He's a businessman. And so businessmen have a natural knack to talk. Trump has a lot of charisma. A lot of charisma. Lot of charisma. And of course, people who are haters, this is why they hate Trump, because you got people with charisma and people without charisma. People without charisma are natural haters. They're natural haters. And so you want to, you know, you want to put a hater in office to keep war going. Biden is controlled by haters. The Democrats are haters. But I say that to say this. Yeah, Trump uh, is not a warmonger, i.e. practice. So Kelly said, I just officially got my gun rights back and my pardon. I feel so much better, but I have to learn all over again. Oh yeah, you just gotta go to the shooting course, Kelly. That's all. Just go to the range. It'll come back to you, man. Shooting is like, you know, again, what I suggest is squirrel shooting, because the range. Oh, fuck. Did he overload me? No. Okay, hold on, y'all. 1 second. Let me get this ticket. I am not overloaded. No, I'm overloaded. Hold on. Oh, there we go. There we go. No, say, minute, say, yeah, okay, like I was saying, Kelly, if you're talking about shooting, I would say go squirrel hunting. Go squirrel hunting, because once you shoot squirrels, like I said, squirrel hunters are the best shooters. We're the best shooters. We're the best marksmen, because, like I said, shooting a target is one thing, but shooting something that's constantly moving is another. And timing on something that is moving and you're shooting it is different than something that's standing still. So a lot of times when you're in a situation, the target is not standing still. So shooting at a range and shooting squirrel hunting are two different types of shooting. Like I said, targets don't move. I mean, yeah, they got the targets coming closer to you and all that, but squirrels, squirrel shooting is like, it's a whole different type of shooting. So yeah, shout out to Kelly, man. One of these days I might do some squirrel shoot videos for y'all. Thinking about doing that. Ooh, let it out, let it out, let it out. Oh, oh. Okay. So what is she? He said, Jumper said, that's good, Kelly. Just hit the range. It will come back to you. Yeah, it sure will, Kelly. It'll come back to you. It ain't nothing to it. Like I said, do the shooting range, but if you got a chance, I don't know how it is where you at. Go out in the woods and shoot some squirrels too. Do shoot some squirrels, because if you can shoot a squirrel, So supplementing, so yeah, do the shooting range like Joker said, but try to do some squirrel shooting too, man, because you want a moving target, and squirrels are the best moving targets because they don't keep still. Squirrels do not keep still worth a damn. Rabbits stand still though, and deers. The squirrels, they're constantly moving around. So yeah, they are the perfect targets for moving targets. So yeah, start it off at the shooting range and then upgrade to a moving targets. Like I said, squirrels, do whatever you want to get your moving targets. So yeah, shout out. So let's see. Oh, Tim, what's going on, man? Tim in the house, man. What's going on, Tim? I think he's on his way to work. A squirrel seems hard. Wait, Kelly said a squirrel seems hard. Yeah, yeah, that's the whole point, Kelly. That's the whole point. The whole point is because in real life, targets are going to be moving. They're not going to be still. Now, a lot of people, when they go to the shooting range, they're shooting at a still target, but it helps. Not saying that it helps, but in real life, things are going to be moving. Targets are going to be constantly moving, especially in a survival situation. In a survival situation, let's just say hypothetical, um, squirrels are going to survive longer than deers and rabbits. Deers and rabbits are going to be first to go because they're constantly looking up. Boop. Squirrels are constantly moving, so those are going to be the game that you want to learn because deers and rabbits are so easy to hunt, they're going to be gone off the top. So let's just say the grid goes down, everybody got their gun, everybody's surviving. All the rabbits and deers are gonna be gone because they don't know how to fucking keep it moving. They gonna get shot. All the deer meat and rabbit meat are gone off the rip. So then now it's nothing but the squirrels because the squirrels know how to keep moving, and so the squirrels are gonna survive. And so you got to be able to shoot them because everybody's not gonna be able to shoot a squirrel. Everybody can shoot a deer and everybody can shoot a rabbit. And again, that's good for the people at the range. But the people who practice hitting squirrels will catch a squirrel before a person at the range. Does that make sense? It helps with aiming. Yeah. No, 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 no. Joker, you're right. No, no. The range helps with aiming. It does. But we're talking about the next level. So again, the range is perfect because everybody goes to the range. So if shit goes down, that's why I said the deer and the rabbits are going to be first to go because they stand still. And so, yeah, the ones with the aim. Now, what about the squirrels? What about the squirrels? See? Tell me I'm lying, Joe. Oh my gosh. Squirrels, they add a day. That's why, yeah, they once the rabbits and deers are gone, the squirrels are going to survive longer than the deer because, like I said, the rabbits do this and the deers do this. Squirrels are doing this. Oh my gosh, I'm having fun with y'all this morning. Man, shout out to Tim. I think Tim's on his way to work, man. Hey, Tim, join us. Trump's doing a rally in Pennsylvania, so I want you to join us on I think it's tomorrow? Tim, stay tuned, man. There's going to be a Trump rally, man, so I want you there on the Trump rally in Pennsylvania, man. This Pennsylvania is going to, Tim, I think it's going to come down to Pennsylvania, man, because they've already cheated in Arizona and they've cheated already in Milwaukee. Milwaukee and Arizona, they done already cheated for Biden. So they're not going to cheat for Biden in Georgia because Georgia we got something for them, man. They do not want to take a chance here in Georgia. They know people, we up on it, on the cheating here in Georgia. So, but again, Arizona, not Arizona, I'm sorry, Nevada. Not Arizona. Arizona went for Trump. Nevada is some funny business going on. In Wisconsin, there's some funny business going on. Okay, I'm off today. Okay, cool. Fuck Joe Biden. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Tim, man. Man, you finally got an off day, Tim. Goddamn. Next stream, I might have to damn have you hop on the panel, Tim, man. Shout out to Tim, man. Shout out to Tim. Hey, that means you're gonna do a stream today. That means you're gonna do a stream, Tim. I want to see a stream since you're off today. If you're not busy, but if you do a stream today, I'm gonna come check the show out, man. So yeah, man. Shout out to Tim, man. Shout out to Tim. Shout out to Joker. Shout out to Angel Stuff Up 7. Shout out to Kelly. Shout out to Maurice, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Um, Again, yeah, Kelly, hit that range like Joker said, and then I want you to graduate up to try to hit a squirrel because squirrels, man, they don't keep still. They do not keep still at all. So yeah, you gotta, it's going, if anything happens, it's gonna come down to the squirrels because everybody's gonna hit the goddamn deer, everybody's gonna hit the goddamn rabbits. I don't care how many deers and rabbits y'all have, they're gonna be gone. It ain't gonna be nothing but the squirrels left. Guarantee it. Because deers and rabbits are easy targets. That's why I said it ain't gonna be nothing left. And then y'all so dependent, and this is not a knock on y'all, but I'm gonna tell y'all why the squirrels and I'm sorry, why the deer and the rabbits are gonna be gone is because y'all can't live without meat. And so if the grocery store shut down, y'all got y'all guns on the goddamn rabbits and deers and shit. That's why the rabbits and deers are going to be gone because Americans love our meat. Y'all love y'all meat. So hey, that's why I said ain't gonna be no deers left. Everybody gonna hit the deer. Everybody gonna hit the rabbits. Squirrels, on the other hand, everybody gonna hit the squirrel. That's why I say Joker, Tim, everybody, Kelly, learn to hit them squirrels now. Y'all gonna say, damn, Black Sun, man, told me the damn, yeah, you're gonna see there ain't gonna be nothing but squirrels left. Rabbits and deers are gonna be extinct. If the grocery store shut down and there's no more beef, no more chicken, y'all are hitting the goddamn deers, y'all are hitting the rabbits. That beef supply is gone within months. And I'm talking nationwide. Like, y'all gonna damn near extinct the deers and damn rabbits, especially the rabbits. Y'all gonna extinct them because they just stand still. They just be waiting for somebody to hit them. But the squirrels, though, squirrels are gonna maneuver. They are gonna maneuver. They always maneuver. And they always on the go. Because they have to be on the go because they're constantly being stalked by falcons, especially here in Georgia. The squirrels are constantly being stalked by falcons and hawks. Falcons and hawks are constantly stalking squirrels, and so that's why the squirrels have to stay on par. And then, not to mention, dogs and cats. So squirrels are constantly, they're constantly on guard. They're constantly alert. They're constantly. Deers, on the other hand, they'll run right out of the middle of the road, get hit. Rabbits too, they just run right out of the middle and get hit. So, possums, raccoons, they're constantly getting hit too. But I don't think y'all gonna like possum meat. I don't think y'all gonna like damn raccoon meat either, man. That stuff, I don't know, but I don't know. Some of y'all might eat that shit when it come down to it. Some of y'all will eat raccoons and possums. But however, possums are easy targets, just like so they ain't gonna be. For those of y'all that like to eat possums, there ain't gonna be that many possums left because they're easy targets. Possums are easy targets. Deers, rabbits. Might as well say raccoons are easy targets too, because they're so stubborn. They have no fear, and so yeah, they're going to get picked off. But squirrels, mm-mm. Squirrels, man, they're gonna keep it moving. They're gonna keep it moving, y'all. So yeah, man, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out. Oh, Carolyn, how you doing, sis? How you doing? Oh, you missed the conversation earlier, Carolyn. I was getting on Kelly. Kelly made a joke. I don't know if you've seen her stream, Carolyn. She made a joke. She's like, I don't just listen to R&B, Black Son, but she was joking around. But I was telling her this, Carolyn. I was telling Kelly that I didn't say R&B was all she listens to. Just like I'm sure that's not all. What I'm saying, because we all from the same generation, Carolyn. What I was telling Kelly was we came from a generation where they played different genres of music on the same radio station. We're the MTV era, uh, so yeah, we listen to everything. But like I was telling Kelly, is that not only does music target a certain gender, will you please go? You're getting on the highway, dude. Go. I'm sorry, y'all. Go. Hit the gas pedal. You're on the highway. These people get on the highway and go slow as hell. Anywho, um, what I was telling Kelly, Carolyn, was that not only do you have music geared towards gender, meaning the companies want to make money, and the biggest consumer of music are women. I don't care if you're a black woman, white woman, Hispanic, Asian. Those are the biggest consumers. So quite naturally, they're going to make sure their artists gear their music towards women. So that's all I was saying. Now, with that being said, because Kelly was like, well, I listen to all types of music. Even with you listening to all type of music, this is just my opinion. There's still a generational thing. Like me, I like old hip hop. I like old grassroots. I like old rock and roll. I don't like new hip hop. I don't like new rock and roll. I don't. Well, country western, it's kind of neutral. But I don't like new metal. I don't like new hip hop. So I don't definitely don't like new pop. So music can also be a generational thing too, if that makes sense. So things in our generation, like Stevie Nicks, NWA, things that we grew up with, we quite naturally like in a gear towards our generation. So the new rap, the new punk rock, the new metal, all that new stuff is not geared towards us because it's geared towards a generation. So even if you like rock and roll, you listen to the new rock, you're like, man, what is that? If you listen to the old hip hop and listen to the new hip hop, you're like, man, what the hell is that? So there's even a generational divide there when it comes to music. So not only does music gear towards a gender, but it can also gear towards a generation, if that makes any sense. Does that make sense? Carol, I know you agree with that, Carolyn. Let's see. Carolyn says, don't eat the clean up crew. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. Don't eat the cleanup crew. Uh, Carolyn, you know I'm vegan, right? But I live in the South, so people will goddamn scrape up a goddamn possum and goddamn they will scrape up possums and raccoons quick here in the South, man. I don't condone it. You'll never see me goddamn putting a damn raccoon or possum in the pot. I don't think let me just say this, y'all. Oh gosh, yeah, I don't see myself eating a fucking possum. A possum is like a giant rat. It just doesn't appeal to my taste buds. No. Um, hell, I mean, hell, y'all might argue and say, well, damn, a squirrel looks like a rat. It does look like a rat. Yeah, squirrels look like rats too. They all look like rodents, but hell, rabbits are rodents. But I say that to say this, Carolyn, yeah, people down here in the South eat possums and they eat damn raccoons. They just do. In the South, man. But I think it happened because you got to remember, a lot of this stuff comes from the Civil War. When the Civil War, when Sherman burned down Atlanta, a lot of people, because when Sherman burned down Atlanta, people, that comes from the Civil War. It might be pre-Civil War. I could be mistaken, but I know uh, people reverted back to eating possums and squirrels during the Civil War, and so, especially when Sherman burned down Atlanta, people were eating a lot of rodents. They were eating a lot of So a lot of that has not changed since Sherman burned down Atlanta. When Sherman burned down Atlanta, a lot of people started eating a lot of possums and squirrels. Yeah, possums, raccoons. So again, Carolyn, I don't know if they were eating that stuff before. I just know what I've learned through the Civil War. Uh, a lot of these recipes, a lot of these things that people eat, uh, was a result of Sherman burning down. Now, I want to say this: I don't think pre-Civil War, especially during the plantation era, I don't think they were eating that stuff. I could be wrong, but the plantations were were like the White House. I mean, they had top-notch food, they had top-notch servants, so they had top-notch food, and so I don't think the people in the South were eating possums and squirrels. I think that happened under Sherman. When Sherman burned down Atlanta during the Civil War, I think that's when it started. Now, it's people that will come on here and argue me down. Oh, people were eating that. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that was a result of Sherman burning down Atlanta, where people resorted to eating those things. Because y'all got to understand the South, especially under the plantation, under slavery, they were high sedity. They were very high sedity societies. Like the South was very. That's why, like I said, the more slaves you had, the richer you were. So I don't think Again, I want to say I'm gonna have to do further research, but I don't think they were eating possums and squirrels. I think they were eating top notch. I know they were eating hogs and pigs and all that, and they were eating. The plantations had money. The plantations had money, so I don't think squirrels and possums and raccoons were on the menu. I think that was a result of Sherman burning down Atlanta. Like I said, when Sherman burned down Atlanta, then people started eating whatever. Just like now, like right now, we don't think about eating squirrels. We don't think about eating. I mean, some people eat rabbits and deers, but we don't think about eating possums, and we don't think about eating raccoons. We don't think about that. But if there's a situation that would make us face that, then we would have to do what we have to do. And I think that's what happened during the Civil War, is that when they burned down Atlanta, people started, especially the whole South. I mean, you had Tennessee, you had different places in the South during the Civil War. And so, people resort to eating whatever they can get their hands on. So I think that's the result of, like I said, the Civil War. Again, Sherman, when he burned down Atlanta, that now, because not only did he burn down Atlanta to burn down the railroads, the grains, he stopped the grain, he stopped a lot of the food source. So not only did he stop the gunpowder and the weapons and the clothing, he cut off the food supply. So again, I would argue and say that that is a result of Sherman going through the South and burning down these cities. I want to say that that is a result of that. So, but I can do further research, and if somebody corrects me on that, and then uh, but I want to almost be for certain. Yeah, that's a result of that because, like I said, the plantations had a lot of money, so they did. When they have a lot of money, they eat a certain way. Y'all know how rich people are, man. Rich people, like, okay, like now, rich people won't touch McDonald's. It's just a status thing. So a person might argue and say, well, people were always eating squirrels. Well, the plantations weren't eating squirrels. The majority of the plantations, I don't think, were eating squirrels and damn possums. So that's where I'm at with that. It's just like saying people like, well, I hate to bring up P. Diddy, right? But people like P. Diddy and Beyonce and Jay-Z and all them, I don't think they eat McDonald's. Hell, I don't eat McDonald's. And I'm a working class. I don't eat McDonald's. So again, it's a status thing. And again, when you had slaves, you had a certain status. The more slaves you had, the higher your status. You were considered rich. You were considered big ballers. So with that status comes a certain type of food, and that mentality has not changed. Whether you're in England, Scotland, America, Japan, wherever you are, Germany, when you're rich, you're going to eat a certain type of food. You're it just comes with a bougie mentality. So, like, I don't know if y'all ever see Damon Cryer. He be playing these pranks on people, but every time you get women in the car, the women are like, "Oh, take me to Steakhouse 400." You're like, "Well, what about McDonald's?" And they look at him like, "McDonald's?" So yeah. So again, that comes with a certain mentality. McDonald's. So again, your plantation owners, they did not eat again because of their status. Food, your status, your lifestyle, and your status, your money, your money represented what type of food that you buy, if that makes any sense. If y'all disagree, let me know. But I don't think things have changed. So, Carolyn says we came up rock Nirvana, R&B, and pop. Right, right, right. So what I'm saying, Carolyn, with the R&B and pop, so it's funny you brought up Nirvana because Nirvana, to me, I remember when Nirvana was new. Remember, I came out. Actually, I'm gonna tell you something, Caroline. I'm gonna make you laugh. I'm gonna make you really laugh. I remember when Metallica was new. I remember when Metallica was new, and I was telling everybody in high school, I said, Metallica is going to make it big. I'd be damned if not only did Metallica make it big, they are the richest band in the world. And all my schoolmates laughed at me. All the metalheads, they were wearing Judas Priest and Iron Maiden and all that and Scorpions. And I said, yo, Metallica is going to make it. They looked at me like, man, they laughed at me. And they laughed at me. And I said, no, dude, Metallica is going to make it big because me, as a black person, I understood the structure that Metallica was bringing. Like, Metallica was bringing, like, I'm going to tell y'all Metallica's secret that no other band, they don't understand. Metallica brought hip hop into metal. They snuck it in there. Like, genius. Like, for years, you've had metal bands and hip hop bands during my era always trying to merge the shit together, hip hop and metal together. And Metallica somehow made that shit work. Metallica made that shit work somehow. You know how they made it work? Because if again, I've said this before and I'll say it again, and I dare y'all to disagree with me. James Hetfield on The Master of Puppets is rapping. Why do you think so many black people was listening to that? Like, you had black people buy that album. Like, Master of Puppets had and this is why Metallica is the richest band in the world. Because they added hip hop without y'all even knowing they added hip hop. So it's funny because you have metalheads, your metal purists talk shit about hip hop. Oh, hip hop, you always have that element, right? And Metallica snuck in the goddamn hip hop. That's why they're so successful because they added it where it's subtle. It's subtle, but all you got to do is listen to James Hetfield. Listen to Master of Puppets. He is rapping. He's rapping. James Hetfield got bars. Like even the structure of the goddamn is rap. I was like, oh shit, and I saw this back in the day. I'm like I would listen to metal, and then I listen to metal. I see he's rapping. Oh shit, they figured it out. Like James Hetfield, and I don't know if James Hetfield is because you know a lot of stoners, you know, they will hang with black people because one thing about black people and stoners had in common, they both like smoking weed. I don't care how much different the blacks and the goddamn stoners were, they both like smoking weed. And I think what happened with James Hetfield is he would hang around a lot of black people. Even though he didn't like rap and all that, it just naturally, him smoking weed around the black people, listening to rap, he naturally started rapping. But he was a metalhead. I like, you know, he likes playing the guitar and playing metal. He's a metalhead, but because he would hang around the black people, smoking the weed, and you know, because James Hetfield, look, I'm gonna smoke the weed. I don't care what music they playing. You know, he's listening to rap. He's listening to rap. He's listening to rap. Next thing you know, he started writing his lyrics like rap music. Ride the lightning. Yeah, ride the lightning. Um, so Carolyn, damn, I need to get you on the show, Carolyn, because I want to, damn, you, man, I need you to be my musical expert because you were there. Me and you, we there when it comes to music. You know your music, man. You need to teach a college course, Carolyn, because you were there. You were there. You were there. Carolyn, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna test your ultimate music knowledge. I don't know, it might be too hard for you. It might be too hard for you. But I'm gonna ask anyway. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hey y'all, my battery's going dead. Damn. I was talking this whole charger. I usually keep my phone on my charger, so if it goes dead, I do apologize. Hopefully, I can get it charged back up because I want to keep this conversation going. But Carolyn. First question to you: is Susie the queen of goth? That's first question. See, I gotta ask you some advanced questions. Yeah, I gotta ask her: is Susie goth? She started laughing. First bands were in California. The three first bands were. Wait. Oh, Carolyn's saying some. Wait. Massacre of Metal was their first big thing, right? You know, Carolyn. See, damn, Carolyn, we gotta do a music show. We gotta do a music show, Carolyn. We gotta do a music show because um, you have a wealth of knowledge. You have a wealth of knowledge, and I want to see how deep down the rabbit hole you can go. Because I don't mean to brag. Susie Sue. Yeah, is she the queen of goth? Like, is she the queen of gothic music? I always ask this question. I always ask I always go up to these damn gothic people. They be, all gothic out with what, and I'm like, so who started gothic? And then they could never answer the question, and I'm just like, wow, Susie started all that. But um, Carolyn, when you want to do a show, I want to do a music show. I want to talk about Susie and her influence. I want to talk about Susie's influence. I want to talk about, okay, my phone is charging, y'all. Okay, I'm good. I had to plug it back up. I'm good because it was down to 20%. Now I plugged it up. It's on 22. So if it goes to 23, I'm good. Carolyn, who influenced Susie Sue? Well, first of all, I gotta ask you: is she the queen of goth? Is she the queen of gothic music? That's number one. I gotta ask that question. And when I say goth, I'm talking about the pale face, the damn vampire, all that. Susie started like she is the queen of that. That's number one. But she has an influence early on. Okay, so she says, I say BCS. She was sound with the Sex Pistols. Yeah, she started at the same time with the Sex Pistols, but um, that is true. But Susie, in her own words, she said that she was influenced by Grace Jones. Did you hear what I said, Carolyn? The Banshees were a thing. Banshees were a thing. Yeah, no, the Banshees, I mean, they were there. You know, they started at the same time as the Sex Pistols. So that's why I don't like to say that they influenced Susie, because Susie would be insulted because her and Johnny started at the same time. I mean, in fact, um, Sid Vicious was a member of the Banshees before he was a member of the Sex Pistols, Sid Vicious. So they started at the same time. But Susie's influence started before that. She was inspired and influenced by Grace Jones. Because, you know, Grace Jones goes way back to the mid 70s. She goes back to the mid 70s. So she was influenced. You know what? Yeah, it's kind of difficult because even though Grace Jones started before Susie, Grace Jones did an experimental era. She experimented with the whole. So let me just say this. House, we got Police Black Sun, we got Mac 285. What's up, Mac 285, man? I gotta give you a wrench, brother. Gotta give you a wrench, brother. Oh, I gotta give Carolyn a wrench. Carolyn, leave a comment after the video so I can give you a wrench, because I can't give you a wrench on my phone. My phone, for some reason, I can't change my name. Who's Mac? Mac, long story. Okay, Mac. Who you is, Mac? Who you is? Who you is, Mac? Change your name. Who you is? Long story. Formerly known as Deacon. Oh shit, Deacon. Oh shit. Okay, Deacon. All right, Deacon. That's what's up, Deacon. That's what's up, man. All right, man. I gotta give you a Oh, you already got a wrench. Okay, so I gotta get Carolyn. Make sure you leave a comment after the video so I can give you a wrench. Because apparently I can't give you. Oh, wait. There we go. Oh, my bad. I just added her. Okay. So, Carolyn, you finally got a wrench, Carolyn. I got you a wrench. So, yeah, tell me about it. Okay, so, okay. Uh-oh. Wait. What did Tim say? Tim said, I'm not sure who she is. Oh. Tim, Susie. But Tim, how old are you, Tim? Because this might be before your time, Tim. Before I go to explain, and I gotta ask how old you are, Tim, because me and Carolyn, we about the same age, so that's why we be talking old school. So I don't know, Tim, if you remember, Susie is a old school, like from the late '70s, like man, yeah, oh man. See, this is why me and Carolyn got to do a music show, because I already know if I get to explain it, man, I got to have her on the panel so we can balance this thing out, and she can explain a lot of things. I can explain a lot of things. I want to be at the house explaining it so I can pull up stuff, because in the and share with y'all stuff. But Susie is basically If you ever heard of Gothic music, Tim, she Gothic music. Susie started, she's the queen of Gothic music. If you've heard of that genre, I don't know if you're familiar with that genre. So you're in Seattle, so if Gothic